Afternoon. Sparkling.
Yeah. Oh,
Too much.
too much fun. Okay. So,
You started in the first half without much of the ball, but your team really came into the game. Is that what saw the game?
Non avevo molto possesso, ma poi invece avete cominciato a giocare meglio.
We had Eden for the first time in that position, and I think that in the first 20-25 minutes we didn't work very well in the defensive movement in the opponent half. Fortunately, we defended very well in our half. Then we started to press a little bit better, and after the first goal, the match changed, I think. We played very well in the last minutes of the first half, and very, very well in the first 20 minutes of the second half. And I think that at the end, we deserve to win. We are really very happy with the win, because you know very well that it's not really very easy to win against Manchester City in this moment. For me, it's not very easy to win against Guardiola, as you know. And I am really very happy, but we need now to find this kind of motivations, and we need to play with this level of determination, with the right aggressivity, also in the other matches. Otherwise, it's useless to win a match like this.
Was Eden like playing in that?
As I said before, he had some problems at the beginning of the match, but I think that he played really a very great second half. Maybe he deserved to score today. I think that he's a very good option, and he will play like today in the future for some matches, of course.
So Maurizio, you saying that in the first half it wasn't
Primo tempo
necessarily your intention to be
non
seemingly a
eravate,
bit more defensive, a bit less
non,
attacking than normal? It
non
seemed
volevate
a
essere, diciamo
different
così,
Maurizio
difensivi.
Sarri team today in the first half.
Era una squadra diversa dal solito Maurizio Sarri nel primo tempo.
No, yes, of course, because we were in trouble to put pressure to their defenders in the opponent half. We were in trouble, and so we had to defend in our half, but it wasn't a choice.
Wasn't the plan?
No, we know very well, of course. We knew very well that the ball possessions usual for us today was a problem, and so we knew very well that maybe there were more spaces for counterattacks, but it wasn't a total choice to wait the opponents in our half.
Maurizio, your deployment of Kante as a
L'uso
modern
di Kante più come attaccante era stato molto positivo. È stato un esempio di quello che riesce a fare in quella posizione.
No, I think that today Kante scored by chance, I think, because today played very close to Jorginho, more than in the other matches. I think that he defended very well. Some counter-attacks good, and then he was in the box in the first goal, but I think that today he played in the right position, very close to Jorginho, very well.
Maurizio, several occasions the last few weeks
Diverse volte nell'ultima
brought
settimana
down Chelsea's prospects of being able to compete.
hai detto che
Manchester
non c'è la
City for the
parete
title.
diciamo,
Do you still say
a
that?
chiudere il divario, quindi rimane di questa la stessa opinione.
Of course, yes, because as I said, always, as you know, I think that the gap is impossible to cover this kind of gap only in one season. One match, you can play one match, of course, but then in a competition of 10 months, it's very difficult to cover the gap. I think that they are at the moment the best team in Europe. We won today, but we have to say that we were a bit lucky in the first 25 minutes because they could score. So a little bit lucky in the first half and a very good second half. I think that we have a team with some difficulties to be motivated. And in this kind of match it's very easy to have very great motivations, a very good level of determination, the right level of aggressivity. But then during the season you have to play also with a small team. And for example, the next match we have to go in Brighton. And in Brighton there will be 3 points on the pitch, like today. And so we need continuity in motivations, we need continuity in determinations. Otherwise we can win this kind of match and then we can lose point in other match.
Okay, hang on, guys. We're going to do last two, so we're going to do there and then Rob to finish. Okay.
Has been the reason not to have Alvaro Morata in the squad?
Qual è stata una ragione per non avere Morata nella squadra?
Oh, the reason was clear. We played with Hazard as a striker, and so if we have to change something, there was Giroud. I think that it was useless to have 2 strikers on the bench, and I preferred to have more midfielders, because today I was in trouble with the wingers, and so the only option was Loftus.
Okay.
So I preferred this.
Last one, Rob.
Maurizio, what represents for you this victory over Guardiola?
Vittoria su Pep.
No, I am really very happy, but not for Pep. I am really very happy with the win, because it's really very difficult to win against Guardiola's team. Only for this, but I know very well that they are a step ahead now. They are in another step. I think we have to work to cover the gap, and we are not sure to be able to cover the gap, but we have to try, of course. But I am really very happy.
Okay, Rob, last one.
Yeah, just on David Luiz today, I
Luiz?
mean, he looked like he was finished at Chelsea this
Sembrava
time
che
last
avesse
year,
finito di giocare a Chelsea
like
l'anno
this,
scorso,
counter-attack, attack,
ma
defence,
ha
one
giocato
of his best.
benissimo, quindi è una delle sue migliori
Oh, I
prestazioni.
have to, yes, I think so, but I have to say that I am really very happy with him from the beginning. Of course, there are matches like this one, in which is easier to stay on the defensive line, because the defensive movements are working very well, and there are matches in which it's really very difficult to stay on the defensive line, like Tottenham, because the defensive phase of the team is a disaster. And so I think that today he played really a very good match, but I think that all the team helped him to play very well.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll leave it there. Okay, Monday's over here on the right. Stand here, Michelle. We'll do Mondays and then we're done. Yeah.
No idea. I don't think so.